Wardens is a game with many modes like 1 versus all, co-op, and even solo. For this preview, we will show you 1 versus all. The Wardens are the players working together using mind control abilities in this post-apocalyptic world set in the Lovecraftian universe to defeat Cthulhu. The game here is set, with decks shuffled and placed on their locations. The Wardens will have their player boards, tokens, and minis. The Cthulhu player will also have a board with tokens and minis as well. From the Territories deck, randomly pick up 5 cards and place 1 workshop token on those lands and reshuffle the deck. The Cthulhu player will now choose 5 locations where we will hide the artifacts that can make him lose the game. At least 2 of these will have to be in water and 2 on land. Place them here face down. Now the Warden players will place 5 outposts on any land territory. This is where vehicles will appear. The Cthulhu player now places 8 portal tokens, and this is where he can spawn his forces. The Wardens will now deploy their vehicles on their outposts, following placement rules like ships on water, tanks on land, etc. The Wardens will now choose a starting outpost and place their mini there. Cthulhu will now choose 1 artifact and reveal it to all players. The Dark Star token is placed on the first spot on the track. Cthulhu appears on the Great Rift spot. Lastly, Cthulhu will choose a battle token bonus, which will be used for the entire game. You're now ready to play. Each round, the Cthulhu player will act first, and then the Wardens. Cthulhu will move 1 spot, killing everything he lands on and damaging outposts. He can also teleport using the portals. Then he will activate his star spawns, which can move and attack vehicles. Once done, he can spawn more minions, and his round ends. Now for the Wardens. They will always play in this order: Morgana first, then Caesar, then Selena. However, prophecy cards can be played any time. If you move a Warden, you must move with a vehicle of your army. Each Warden armies have 3 action each and can do them in any order. So you can move, battle, or battle, move, battle, so on and so on. Selena has other actions as well called engineering actions, which can repair outposts and discover blueprints. Morgana has an extra range attack action which uses 1 battle action. Each Warden has an additional free action depending on their strengths. During the Warden's turn, you can also build vehicles and have them launch from outposts unless the outpost is damaged, which means you should repair it if you want to use it. The goal of the Wardens is to travel to the location where there is an artifact and do an expedition action there to locate it. When you do this action, it starts a mini-game of mind reading between the Warden players and the Cthulhu player. Cthulhu will choose a symbol, secretly. Each one of these will give him a special actions if he wins this mini-game. The Warden will roll the chance die, and the dots will tell him how many attempts he has to guess what symbol the Cthulhu player chose. If the Wardens win the minigame and guess correctly, he gets to pick a prophecy card, and Cthulhu has to tell him if there's a relic there or not. If there is, they get that relic card, and it can be used once during the game. If they guessed wrong, Cthulhu will get the prophecy card instead, and also gets to do the action of the chosen symbol. These can range from moving Cthulhu to a portal, to removing the Warden from a territory, to increasing the Dark Star track. Speaking of this track, let's take a look at it in more details. When it reaches here, he can place 2 new portals on the board. This spot means he can spawn an additional star spawn on any portal, and this one makes Cthulhu move any active portal anywhere on the board. Now let's look at prophecy cards. These can be used during your turn as actions and abilities, or can be used for special tokens here. The first token can be used during a battle, and the second one can be used during the mind reading game. Some can be used to give the Warden some madness point, while others might heal it. Let's take a look at battles and these icons and tokens. When you do a battle action, both sides will choose a battle token and reveal them simultaneously. You can attack, defend, or rush. This works in a rock, paper, scissors kind of way, as in one beats the other. If both chose the same token, they both lose 2 units. If Cthulhu damages the last unit with a Warden in a territory, the Warden gets a point of madness. I won't go into battle details, but it's a mix of Risk meets rock, paper, scissors, and you can use your card icons and character abilities during these battles. As you play the game, Wardens might be accumulating madness points. Too many of these, and you turn against the other Wardens. Something I really find cool are the vehicle upgrades. You can add artillery, cannons, robotics, artifact scanners, Tesla teleportation, and more. This is done by Selena, traveling the world and finding those blueprints to build the upgrades to unlock them. Not only do the vehicles get upgrades, the star spawns get special mutations like mind reading, shapeshifting, portal moving, possession, and more. The more you play, the more both sides become stronger. Eventually, one side will win. Cthulhu wins if he manages to make all Wardens go insane. There is no more hope for humanity. If the Wardens find all 5 artifacts, they can summon the Elders back to the final battle against the Great One and win the war. First off, I want to mention that this is a prototype, but it looks really good so far, and I can't wait to try the solo mode or full co-op mode. The artwork is really nice and gameplay is smooth with lots of summaries and help on the boards. The miniatures look amazing, and as a first game by these publishers, they are heading in the right direction, following trends but keeping the basics of what makes a game enjoyable. If you like games that include co-op gameplay, territory control, army management, and modular setup, check out Wardens on Kickstarter. And as always, if you like it, back it.